Ba 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 ba. Get your kitty tail out of my screen. Oh man, I think I've already messed something up. Hey Will, if you could possibly share this to the K-Raj page, I inadvertently didn't reset this, so it may not be showing up on K-Raj. That's me. Exactly. Oh yeah. Hey everybody. I hope you're having a good Thursday night. I've been away from all the live eCam stuff here, so I inadvertently shared it. There's a little spot here where I can share it straight to our K-Raj page, but hopefully Will's tuning in. Maybe he can share it there. If not, I'll share it afterwards. So didn't want to mess up my little flow there and have to go back. But one of these days I'll be a little more practiced and well rehearsed. And I don't know if you can hear this cat or not. This is Millie. Look like a gopher. What do you want? For some reason at nighttime she just has to be wherever I'm at. So she thinks it's bedtime, I guess. Oh, we don't want that. Hold on a second. So anyway, that's Millie the cat. Got several things here I'm going to talk about tonight. There's all kinds of cool stuff going on in our area. Of course, I live in Rogersville, Missouri, and there's been a great group of people headed up by our friend Will Worsham, who's set up this K-Raj TV and radio, and we've been putting together some programs and having fun with it. And matter of fact, tomorrow, let me show you this guy real quick. Rich Sturtz. Does anybody know this guy? That is him in his natural habitat right there, with a scorecard, his iPod, and you don't see the camera. It's out of view a little bit. But anyway, he and I will be announcing and doing a play-by-play tomorrow for 2 baseball games. Logan Rogersville has tomorrow at the park over here. One's at 11 o'clock and the other's at 5:45. So if you get a chance, tune in and join us. We will be, I guess, broadcasting, you could say, both of those ball games. So it's going to be fun. I was there the other night. I was able to sponsor that game and did a little bit of co-hosting with him or announcing. They were at Kickapoo, my old stomping grounds. So the Logan Rogersville game was there at Kickapoo, and it was fun getting to be back on my own home turf. That's where I had graduated from or went to high school at, and played a lot of baseball there. So if you're having any problems or you want to chime in on something or let me know something doesn't sound right, just let me know. I'll be happy to try to fix it on my end. I'm no technical genius, as you probably just saw on that video. I had to point that out because there's always something, and that's why whenever I sang and performed, I never did my own sound or anything like that. I'm horrible with that stuff, but maybe someday I'll learn. I'm 49 years old, so there's still time, right? Lots of great things going on around our community. One thing I wanted to tell you about, and this place isn't very far from us, it's just down the road, but many of you probably are familiar with Linden Lure. And Linden Lure has been hosting guests for a very long time. Hi, Stephanie Maples Campbell. It's good to see you, dear. My mom, Joe Hatt. I bet you're ready to get on the road again. Maybe not. I don't know. Joe Hatt's with Tony Orlando's crew, and I always love going out with those guys and getting to visit with them. They're like family to me, and I love them all like brothers. But what I was getting at, Linden Lure. Linden Lure was a place that had a mill at one time, and over the last 150 years, people have been going down there and swimming and playing and learning how to swim. There's a dam just on the river there, on the Finley River, and it dams up what they call Linden. So Linden Lake is what they call it. But there's some cabins and some homes there. And a little point of interest, many people don't know this about Linden Lure, but at one time, the gentleman who started up the psychology department at MSU, which back then was Teachers College, was a guy with the last name Wilkinson. Now, that may not mean a whole lot to some people, but that gentleman who used to have a place there at Linden Lure, his son John Wilkinson would grow up to be an RCA recording artist, and also he played guitar for Elvis. He was Elvis's rhythm guitar player. And I was fortunate enough, and Patty and the girls, to get to know John very well before he passed away several years back. We would go to his house and spend a lot of time with him, and he talked about being a little boy and going to Linden Lure to his parents' cabin. But he was a great guy, and he played for Elvis Presley from 1969 until 1977 when Elvis passed away. And he lived in California for a long time, and then when his parents got older and grew ill, he came back and moved back into the home that he was raised in as a child, which is really cool. So John was a great friend, and I miss him dearly, and just getting to hear all the old Elvis stories and everything was priceless. I love talking to him. He was always very interesting. If anybody has any notes or wants to say anything or talk about something, just let me know. I'd love to visit with you about it. But I want to tell you about this Linden Lure. Linden Lure has recently been blocked off. They've cut off all access to the river. There's some large gates that have been put up, and I'll share this with you here real quick. This is what Linden Lure looks like. It's got a little dam here where people swim and people walk up the river and float, and it's just a beautiful spot. You've probably seen a lot of my pictures as I drive by. I go by it probably every day, and it's just a really cool spot. But this Facebook page was made in an effort to help raise funds. It's Linden Lure Finley River for the Public. They've decided to try to raise funds, and there's somebody in Springfield that is actually matching $15,000 of the funds. They've hired a couple of attorneys to try to find out whether or not it was legal for the owners nearby to gate off the public access. And you can see right there, they've not only gated it off, they've got huge concrete, I don't know what you'd call them. They're just, man-made concrete rocks or boulders that sit there in front of the gate. So nobody's getting past that gate. The Christian County Sheriff's Department, they've been down there, and there's been some tragedy there through the years, a few people drowning, and I think over the years, and some drug abuse and alcohol. And the worst part is that, people would visit the river down there and they'd leave a lot of litter. There's been times I've been down there and I've had friends come in from out of town and want to visit Linden Lure, and they would even bring trash bags with them, knowing that there would be trash there, and they would bring that trash back out with them. But it's just a fun place, and it's a shame that a few people have ruined it for everybody. And in this case and scenario, I don't know the owners of the land. I don't know all their reasoning, or if they're even able to. But I understand that MoDOT has also surveyed it, and they said that the gates are on MoDOT property, which they can't do. But I thought this was interesting since it's in our area. They are trying to fight and get something done to where people can go back and visit Linden Lure. So hopefully that'll be done. That's just one of the places I like to take my grandson down there. Matter of fact, we were down there last summer fishing and just had our feet in the river, and it felt great. So you just never know what's going to come about. Hopefully they can get something figured out. They do have an attorney hired, and looks like I'm traveling backwards through a tunnel. I am. Woo! I'm trying to figure out my green screen and all that stuff, and I just have not had the time that I wanted here lately. So hopefully maybe the bricks won't make you quite as dizzy, but I'm still having a little issue seeing my green back there, that cloth. But hey, what can you do? What are you going to do? What else have we got here? I wanted to tell you, today is June 25th, and this is the 176th day of the year. And for those of you that don't know what that means, there's only 6 months left to shop for Christmas. So it's going to be interesting in the days of COVID and everything being closed and social distancing and all that stuff to see where we're at Christmas time, whether or not we still got a social distance or not. My mom, I guess I was making you busy, huh? Hi, Holly Riggs. Mark Vaney. Boy, I got all kinds of people popping on here. Dennis Lindsay, Adam Gilbert, Joe Had. Already said hi to you, buddy. Anyway, something else I want to talk about. Today, in today's history, 1950, this is when the Korean War started. In 1874, Rosie O'Neill was born. Anybody know who Rosie O'Neill was? I bet a few of you do. She was the inventor of the Kewpie doll, and she had a home between here and Branson, which is kind of cool. She died in 1944. And on this date in 2009, Michael Jackson passed away, and we all know that story. It's hard to believe that it was 11 years now. Is that right? I guess it is. That's what the Pewter told me. So, hey, 2009 it was. I'm really excited about something coming to Ozark. As some of you know, I've opened up a new office. We've got a new office. The firm does, the real estate firm, in Ozark near James River Church on James River Road. Well, I found out today that some friends of mine who have a restaurant in Branson, and I love these people to death. They've got great food, great people, and the pancakes are off the chart. They're off the plate, off the chart. But they're going to be opening soon in Ozark, which is really cool. They're going to be right there, not very far from my office. So I'm excited about that. I just got a message back from them a few minutes ago, and I congratulated them and told them I was looking forward to the opening. So if you get a chance, you'll have to go down there and visit Billy Gale's. If you've not had Billy Gale's, you're missing out. It's really cool. And I would recommend going down to the original down near Branson West or near Silver Dollar City. And eating there just because the atmosphere and everything, and that old cabin and everything is really cool. But I'm excited about that. It's going to be kind of cool to see them coming to Ozark and coming to town. Something here closer to Rogersville, and many of you know Turner Station. They are having a watermelon speed spitting contest. That ought to be fun. My friends over there's some sweet ladies that run that place, and I've known them for a long time, and I love going in there for a sandwich at lunchtime. But be sure to head over there Saturday, June 27th. That'll be this weekend at 10:30 a.m. It's free. And I like how they put in here, we provide the seeds, you provide the technique. Now, if they're providing the seeds, I don't know if they've already eaten the watermelon and taken those seeds out or not. But it says it's not as easy as it looks. So, speed spitting contest. That ought to be interesting. So anyway, I've been busy. I've been trying to stay busy. I know everybody's been dealing with the corona stuff and trying to figure out what's upside down and what's upside right and wrong and all that good stuff. And the masks, and when do you wear them? Do you not wear them? I've been in the same boat. I just keep a mask with me, and I try to wear it when I can when I go in somewhere. There's been a few times I forgot it, and I feel like people are looking at me through the corner of their eye like, yeah, thanks a lot, dude. So I'm trying to be more mindful of that and take the mask with me when I go places. You know, if it's good, bad. There's so many news stories out there that say you have to have it, and some say you don't. I know there's people hell-bent on not being told that they have to wear something, and I don't know. I guess it's the American choice. You have your freedom and your right to decide what's right and what's wrong, and hopefully we're all making the right decision, right? So we'll see. What else was I going to talk about? I wanted to say real quick, too, before I get to the fruit vat, plus tax. I got to slow down just a little bit. So maybe if I talk like this, I wanted to tell you about Give a Child a Voice. I spoke recently. There you see Chief Williams of the police department and one of our local radio personalities and myself. This is Give a Child a Voice. If you Google that, you'll find a website, and that's always a great charity to give to. My friend Cindy Dennis runs that organization. It's a nonprofit, and she works really hard to put these books, coloring books, into the hands of children so that they can understand a little bit more about what they can be vocal about or talk about. And she's just got a great concept, and it's a great thing, and I'm happy to be a part of it. She had asked me recently to be a part of the board, and so I am part of the board now, and I'm excited to be on the team there. So hopefully we can help some little kids out and doing the right thing and giving them a voice. That's what it's all about. So, hi, Francis. Hi, Jeanette, Penny. Good to see you guys on here. Going through all kinds of stuff here tonight. I was sorting through some pictures and stuff, and there's me and my buddy DJ Lux, also known as Brandon Mashburn. I was up in Chicago this winter, and the reason I bring that up, and then these guys, AJ McLean and Francesco Yates. Most of you know AJ from the Backstreet Boys. Francesco Yates had a song out called Sugar You're So Fly, and he's got some new releases now, but he opened up for Justin Timberlake on the Man of the Woods tour. Fran's a great guy, great entertainer, very talented dude. I think that picture we stopped and took in Kentucky somewhere, I think, at a restaurant. And then DJ Lux is also AJ's producer and partner with AJ in the group ATCK. So I say all that to say this. We are all home right now, and we were supposed to be out on a tour this summer, and that just didn't get to happen because of all the coronavirus. We were supposed to go to Australia in May, and that would have been my first trip to Australia, and I'm a little disappointed we didn't get to go, I have to admit. But we're looking forward to getting back out there this next year, and they've got a lot of stuff going on, a lot of stuff in the works, and matter of fact, they're still producing music. And there's I think a big announcement coming up in July about some stuff that's coming up as well. So excited about that. I'm going to get to the fruit bat here in just a moment. And for those of you that don't know who the fruit bat is, he is James Maggard. He runs a ranch down called Liars Lake, not very far from Rogersville here. And he is hilarious. He's always out there with the animals. He's got everything from buffalo to the Watusis, which are the longhorn cattle from Africa. And he's always up to some kind of different adventure. And I have to laugh because he's one of those guys that we're always laughing about having to find our glasses.
You already helped have my glasses on right now.
That's the fruit bat. I don't know if he's watching tonight. I haven't seen him pop on here yet. Hi, Heather. How are you, gorgeous? Billy Bice. get a vaccination for Corona and get the concerts back on. Yeah, because you are a concert goer. I know that whenever I was with Duran Duran, you were out in Vegas watching Duran Duran, and then you pretty much followed them all over the world there for a while. So fun stuff. I am ready for the concerts to be back going to, because that's how some of us make our extra living. And I don't just sell real estate. I'm also involved in the entertainment business and the Choose to Live campaign and a little bit of everything else. So whatever I can put my hands in a little bit and have fun and try to make a living, I try to do it. But right now, let's go to the fruit bat and let's check out what he was doing today. I think this morning.
Earlier, I didn't have my phone with me, and I seen a new baby donkey. There it is. Mama's shaking her head because she's upset. Hey, baby. It's a little girl. That's not the new one, though. This one right here. It's a little sorrel. I don't know if it's you. Ain't it either. That ain't it either. That's Mud Pie's baby. I think. Yeah, alright, I ain't gonna bother it. No, there's Mud Pie, so that is a new one there. So we gotta find out what sex it is. Hopefully it'll lay his tail up. Hey, baby.
I like how he talks to all the animals.
Watch that, just kick your brains out.
I think he has a name for every one of them too. He usually refers to this whole group as the Democrats.
I just want to see if it's a boy or a girl, Mama. Yes, we know you're a boy. Put it up. Hi there, baby. Go back to nursing. Ignore me.
Aren't they cute though?
Gotta get back here behind us, hold his tail out now. I go see.
Here in a moment, he's going to grab a hold of one of those babies. I'm not sure if the mama was
It's
real
a boy.
happy.
Hi, how you doing? How you doing? How you doing? Huh? How are you?
Now he's going to check all
Hi,
their magic
everybody.
buttons.
All donkeys have a little button between their ears. Makes them lay their ears back. Yours are already laid back. All right, quit rubbing on me. Quit rubbing on me. Yeah. How you doing, huh? How you doing? Hi. Aw, Mud Pie, your little boy, you feed your little boy.
All the babies got to eat.
I'm not your itching post, okay? Or yours. Or you're pregnant. Look at you. Hey. How you doing? Your button work? Yeah, your button work. I already petted you, okay? I already petted you. You see your brain? Or do you got a brain? I think we ought to catch it cold. Yeah, I think we ought to. Yeah. Come on. Ah, yeah, I got it. I ain't gonna hurt it. Ain't gonna hurt it. You okay? You okay, baby? You okay? This is a giant got me. Ain't gonna hurt you. I just want to kiss. Just want to give you a kiss. There you go. Go back to mommy now. Just run away. There, smelling it. I didn't make a mistake. What girl? Are you on a mission? What? What is it, Lassie? Bring your rifle? Hey, girl. How you been like that? Huh? Good girl. Good girl. You know what? He got a cross on his back, don't you? He's really old, don't you? Mary did. I didn't hurt your old baby. He's a hard head, you know. Let's go see what else we can see.
All right, catch you later, Fruit Bat. Well, that was the Fruit Bat segment. Those of you that just got on there midway, he is runs a ranch down called Liars Lake, around Bruner, Missouri, Chadwick area. And the reason it's called Liars Lake is the gentleman that bought the place years and years ago from California. He came here, and the original owners told him that the lake was so many acres, 30 acres or something, and it turned out to be like 3 or 4 shy of that. So he's always called it Liars Lake, and that's the name of the ranch down there. But they raise a lot of Watusies, and they have monkeys, they have turkeys, chickens, pigs, Watusies. Did I say Watusies? Watusies. All kinds of stuff. So it's always fun to go down and visit with him whenever he's on the ranch, which is all the time. And it's actually only about 20 minutes from my house, 30 minutes. So I try to run down there every once in a while and visit with him. And we always have a good time. But he is quite the character, that's for sure. Something else I want to tell everybody about in Rogersville. This weekend we have a parade coming up. And it's the City of Rogersville Annual Independence Day celebration. It's going to be June 27th. That is Saturday, right? 6/27. Yep, that'd be Saturday. If you want to be in the parade, if you have a business or you want to ride your horse or anything you want to do to be a part of the parade, they are telling me that you can line up at 3 p.m. at the park, and then at 4 o'clock the parade is going to start. And then they've got a talent show at 5 o'clock, which I did not know about. Not that I would enter, but I would love to watch. So I'm going to, I didn't even know about the parade until today. So I'm going to be a part of the parade. I'm going to hand out some kites. I'll be in the Louis Michael Yukon that has the firm real estate on it, and also Choose to Live. If you've noticed down in the corner here, I've had this logo, Choose to Live. And that is my organization. I just try to encourage people to hang on and to live if you are suffering from any sort of anxiety or depression or suicidal tendencies. There's a lot of help out there. Just get on my website at louismichael.com or pull up Choose to Live, hashtag Choose to Live, hashtag Never Suicide, or call NAMI or one of the 800 numbers that's out there and seek some help, because depression is real. A lot of us suffer from it. I'm right there with you. I have my moments, but I just want to help you get past that and to survive and live. But in the meantime, come out Saturday. We're going to have that parade. We're going to have fireworks that night. There's going to be an entertainment at the pavilion. And it looks like 7 o'clock we're going to have turtle races. Woo! BYOT. Bring your own turtle. So that ought to be a good time. And looks like they're going to have 4 heats and $5 each winner. So that'll be fun. The kids will love that. And I wonder where they're harvesting the turtles at. They could come out to my place. I find one every once in a while here at the Indian Grove. But that is Saturday. So if you get a chance, be sure to come out to Rogersville and enjoy the parade and see all the animals, livestock, cars, people, all that good stuff. And we'll be happy to visit with you. Another reminder, tomorrow at 11 o'clock, K-Raj TV and Radio will be broadcasting the Logan Rogersville baseball game. We have a home game here at the home field, and myself and Mr. Richard Sturts right there. He will be doing the announcing, the play-by-play, and I'll be commentating where I can and helping him out, however I may be able to help him out. I'll just be itching to get out there on the field and play a little baseball. But I do love the sport, and I'm glad that our young men are getting to play. Now, if the major league guys could get their act together and get back on the field, that would be fabulous. I'm ready for that. And, the ballpark's always fun. There's candy, there's soda pop, there's popcorn, there's all kinds of good stuff. Music, and best of all, baseball. When I say music at the ballpark, back in my day, we had some music playing. And if you read this and have a little chuckle, you probably know exactly why it's funny. I saw this the other day and I thought it was hilarious. Kids today just don't know what real music is. For those of you that don't know, look up Milli Vanilli and see how real their music was. They had some good music, but it wasn't their music. They were really good lip syncers. They had us all fooled. But anyway, that's it for tonight. I'm going to hop off here. It's about 9:30, and I got a couple of comments here. Yeah, I was 5. My mom's reminded me of whenever I caught all the turtles for Girl Scout camp. My mother was a Girl Scout leader, and Nancy Doran was one of the Girl Scout leaders along with my mother. Nancy has Machino's Hardware. Many of you may know that in Springfield. She's a sweetheart. And she and my mother were Girl Scout leaders. So I had to go everywhere the Girl Scouts went because my dad worked all the time, and I didn't have anybody to watch me. So I was at Girl Scout camp. I had a blast, I must say. I was 5 years old. So yeah, Mom, I do remember that. Hi, Angela. Hi, Jerry. Hi, Richard. I've talked about you all night, Richard. We got a big broadcast tomorrow. Looking forward to it. Danielle, you need to rehome some kittens. You've got 3 of the sweetest things, 8 weeks old. So if anybody needs a kitten, be sure and reach out to Danielle. She'll be here on my comments. Andrew, Kimberly, Elisa, Cindy Roof. Boy, lots of great people on there. I'm so glad you tuned in for a little while. I hope you had fun. I had fun throwing some stuff out there tonight. I'm hoping to have some interviews coming up with some singers, some stars, maybe some recording artists or people that I've worked with out on the road. Just haven't had the time, but I'm working towards having the time. I want more time. It seems like even though we had these months where we weren't supposed to be doing anything, I think I've been the busiest my whole life because, for one, I've never been home this time of year. I've always been traveling the last umpteen years, doing these tours and stuff, music tours. And so I never got anything done at home, it seems like. I would have to kind of hit something for a few days and put it off and then be gone for a month or two and come back and try to work on it again. But this year I feel like I've accomplished much in one regard. Than the other regard, it feels like I haven't done enough. So anyway, I do hope everybody has a great night. I hope everybody's making their way through all the COVID stuff okay. If you are suffering from any sort of depression, anxiety, PTSD, please reach out and get help. There is help out there available for you. And if you need to go to my website to find some of those places, you can go to louismichael.com, and I'll bring that up here. Come on, Pewter. And this is my website here. And I do, like I say, encourage you to choose to live. Don't make that decision. I've heard of a lot of suicides here lately, and a couple of people that close to me have had family members commit suicide. And I always hate hearing that. But there's resources out there to help you if you need help. So, whoops, what did I do? So you can go to my website there and navigate through there, and I've got different phone numbers and stuff for NAMI and different ones that might be able to help you. Or send me an email or shoot me a message through Facebook. Either way, I'd be happy to talk to you and visit with you about some of your choices or things that are going on in your life. Anyway, I guess I'm going to get off here and sign off for the night. Thank you all for hopping on here with me. And, oh, there's the website. So yeah, you can choose to live. I'm going to go ahead and put this number up here just in case anybody was to need it or needs to share it. Let's see if it will pop up. Depression resources. Okay, right here, the warm line. The warm line is with NAMI. It's 877-535-4357. and that is NAMI. And then, of course, there's the National Suicide Prevention Hotline, which is 1-800-273-TALK. So if you know anybody that needs those numbers, don't hesitate to reach out and check on your loved ones, anybody that might be going through depression or hard times right now. It doesn't matter. Sometimes it's financial, sometimes it's relationships, sometimes it's substance abuse. People get in a low spot sometimes, and they need somebody to help pull them out of there. So be that person if you can. For now, I hope everybody has a great night. I'm going to sign off, and I wish everybody blessings. God bless. And I will see you hopefully next Thursday with a program put together for you. Take care. Bye-bye.